welcome to my channel. Tools, tips, and tales. Tools to transform, tips to empower, and tales to inspire. I'm Kim Saft, licensed clinical social worker. I have my doctorate in transpersonal psychology. I've been doing this over 20 years. This is me helping you transform your life. Woohoo! All right, so what I'm talking today about? Attitude. Our attitude determines our reality. Truly. Okay? So our reality is determined only 10% by an actual event. 90% of our reality is determined by our response to that event. All right? 10% of our reality is determined by an event. 90% is determined by our response or reaction to the event. Right? And here's the deal. We have control over how we perceive, what lens we're using to perceive an event. Right? So there's a difference between reactions and responses. Reactions, they come from my fear or insecure side. They come from my reptilian brain. They're immediate. They're fear-driven. Right? I react. Right? Versus when my authentic side is driving, I'm living in my prefrontal cortex, and I respond to an event. I make sense of the event. Authentic is driving. I know I'm enough. I'm making sense of my past experiences. And the lens I use to interpret the event is one of I'm enough, and I'm making sense of it. My attitude about the event is vastly different if I'm driving from my authentic side than if my fear and insecure side is driving and how I interpret the event, right? We have the ability to decide what meaning we're assigning to event. So if I think I'm not enough, I'm not good enough, I'm at fault, you don't like me, I'm not lovable, I'm not good, that's how I'm going to interpret and react to an event. Versus if I know I'm enough, I know my value, I know my worth, I understand I was wounded in my family of origin. And I still choose to sit into my enoughness and make sense of these events and look for all learning, all growth. My attitude is one of a response where I'm looking for growth, information, data. I'm just looking to understand. That's when my authentic side is driving. All right, so from the most benign to the most heinous experiences, I have the ability to direct where my thoughts are going, what my mindset is, and what stories I'm making up about the event. I get to determine all that, nobody else. My reality, my world, my mindset, my choice. 1, 2, 3, awareness, acceptance without judgment and with compassion, and then choice. Is that working for me or working me? If having a negative response, making up negative stories where I'm at fault, I'm to blame, if that's working me, I have choice, and I get to choose how to respond. That's power. Owning your power to make choice and to decide how you show up to an event, that there dictates your quality of life. Give you a real quick example. I have this client, I've been working with her for a couple years. 2 years ago, she got broken up with by her boyfriend. She was a hot mess. Hot mess. We had just started working together. Her fear and insecure side was full on driving almost all the time. When she got broken up with, she was pretty much a puddle on the floor. She felt she wasn't good enough, she was ugly, she was gross, she wasn't funny, people didn't like her. That's why he broke up with her. And that was the only storyline that was going for quite some time. We did some work, we got to a different place, her authentic side was driving. Fast forward 2 years, this just happened last month. Last month, her boyfriend, who she was super into, he's a really good guy, broke up with her. Totally different response. Authentic was driving. I got on the session, I found out what had happened. I was like, ooh, wonder where we're going with this one. You know where we stayed? Where she had been doing her work to stay. She stayed in her authentic. She made sense of this. She really realized that who she was in all her glory and all her power actually revved up his insecurities. His fear insecure side was driving. His fear insecure side broke up with her. Yeah. She didn't take it on. She didn't make up all these stories like she did 2 years ago. No. She had a totally different response. She was aware that his insecurities were driving his train. She did not own his stories. She stayed firmly in her truth. I'm enough. I love and accept myself. I love him, and if he can't see that in me, then that's okay too. Good ending to this story. He was able to do some more work. He's actually getting more into his work. He realized what had happened. They actually got back together. He's working on having his authentic drive more and more often. She's staying firmly in her authentic, higher quality life for the both of them. But I give you that example to really, it's a testament to that client's growth, right? Yeah. Her reality was determined by her staying in her authentic side, not making up stories. She determined her response to the event by harnessing her power and her attitude to determine her reality. Yes! All right, I'll see you next time. Enjoy that tool. Your attitude determines your reality. That is a tool you always have. Enjoy.